This morning, we will start off and kick off the conference by asking Jonathan and Adair to join us on the stage. Jonathan Black is the Executive Director of NANOG, and Adair Taxton, my favorite person in the whole wide world. Adair, I know you put that in there. She is the chair of our program committee, and would have Bob Gilbert, who is Vice President Security Cloud GTM Strategy and Chief Evangelist at Netscope on the host for NANOG 96 conference this time around. Please welcome and say Jonathan, Adair, and Bob.
As Les said, I'm Jonathan Black. I'm the Executive Director of NANOG, and it's great to be back together with all of you. It's great to be back in San Francisco. A number of you have said your last NANOG was here in San Francisco at this event prior to the pandemic. I had one NANOGger this morning proudly showing me his NANOG 8 t-shirt. I don't know if it's great that he still has it or that it's still in one piece. But it's good to see that kind of heritage. NANOG is a slightly different event than some conferences. We are for engineers, by engineers. Some of the presentations you see are going to be super slick and well presented, and others are just going to be from regular everyday speakers finding their way through slides and talking about something that they're passionate about. So I hope you enjoy the event. We have some fun facts about San Francisco. The first line, the first one there makes me think of a Simon and Garfunkel song that I can't quite think of the name of, but now it's an earworm I can't get out of my head. That also lets you know roughly how old I am. A couple of fun facts, of course. Levi's. San Francisco originally had a very different name. And Lombard Street is not actually the crookedest street in the world. There's another one. So you can go find that on a break time today. Like I said, it's good to be here. Another fun fact, I'm going off script, so be careful. Alexa was originally a web crawler, and one of their offices was in the Presidio district, about 8 miles down the road, and they were keeping copies of the internet, and they were acquired by Amazon. The data went off to the Internet Archive and the Wayback Machine, and the name was reused in another application that we're all well aware of. Wi-Fi, you should have found all of that by now. There are several networks. You can choose which one you want to join. Some of them are wide open because if anyone knows how to protect themselves, it should be all of you. Conference stats. A few minutes ago I checked. We're at 778 on site and another 40 or so virtual, so it's great to have all of you here. We've seen a nice bounce back from a couple of years ago. NANOG 96, NANOG is active. We have 3 events happening in the morning. There's pickleball, run club, and yoga. You don't need a yoga mat. We supply those. I believe we also have some spare pickleball paddles. If you need those, meet in the lobby. The times are listed in the agenda, but the run club, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, meet at 6:45 for a 7 a.m. departure. We go about 3 miles. Pickleball, similarly, meet 6:45 in the lobby or 7 a.m. at the courts. And yoga, Pacific M, 7:30, mats and towels provided. Reminders for NANOG 96. The transcriptions are available, as you can see, accessible also on the agenda page if you want to look at them digitally, or if you want to monitor a second room while you're sitting in another one. Daily messages, do check your email each day. We give you an update on what's happening, and if there has been any schedule changes, it will be in that morning email. Community Connect lunch is this today at lunch, Seacliff. Newcomers are encouraged to attend that as well. This evening at the social, you will need your NANOG ID. I don't have mine on right now. You'll need your badge to get into the social this evening. And special thanks, as always, to our sponsors. Want to introduce Bob Gilbert to you. He's going to welcome you from Netscope. They are our meeting host. Bob, it's great to have you with us, and thank you so much for being our meeting host.
All right, welcome network operators. Wow, look at this group. I like to make things simple a little bit here, right? We all get caught up in our day-to-day work, our day-to-day lives. And if you think of, at the end of the day, what we're all here to do, push packets, make sure they're very fast and very reliable, right? At the end of the day, everything rolls up into that. And that's kind of a lead-in to what I'm going to talk about, which is Netscope. For many of you, this might be the company that you've never heard of. For the older folks in the audience, this isn't Netscape. I'm not going to talk about the Netscape Navigator. I'm showing my age. But this is Netscope. And this is a really hot company in the cybersecurity market. And why am I here talking to network operators? Because we've had this vision about 13 years ago. I've been with the company since pretty day one-ish. And our vision was to build a cybersecurity platform that overcomes the traditional trade-off between performance and security. How do you enable all of the security without impacting the performance of the user and the devices that are being protected? And that was fundamentally our goal. I see everybody in the room here as unsung heroes. Why are you unsung heroes? Because you only hear from users when there are issues with the network, right? Unfortunately, your job is done and you get pats on the back from your fellow colleagues when things are working. So ultimately, our vision at Netscope to deliver security without impacting user experience kicked off a big effort, a lot of R&D spend to build a big global edge network. And at the center of it is our network peering infrastructure. And many of you, I saw a lot of names, a lot of logos on the badges. Many of you here are a source of how Netscope is able to peer with all these partners and providers. And in fact, we're one of the largest networks in the world. You could see us on the list of when it comes to peering optimizations. And peering is only one part of it, of course, but it's a very, very critical part of it. You know, there's proactive route control, doing special things, using AI to automatically change BGP routes based on network conditions. All of these things take place. But ultimately, what we built is a globally distributed edge network where within 15 to 20 milliseconds of most of the world's population from an on-ramp performance. And then what we do is we take all of the security capabilities and put them as close to the users and devices as we can. And the peering is what essentially helps us deliver the packets, obviously. So we are very excited to sponsor this event. I'm embarrassed to say that I haven't been to one of these events in a long time. I've been at Netscope for 12 years. Before that, with a company called Riverbed. I was part of the early product team at Riverbed. I was there for 12 years. And I think it's been over 15 years since I've been to one of these. But I am looking forward to meeting as many of you as possible during these few days. Please visit our vendor showcase. We also have a nice meeting room. We can do some live demos of what we're doing. But ultimately, the call to action is we want to peer with you. If we're not peering with you yet, come talk to us. And we want to make sure that you're part of the magic that is Netscope as we are delivering on that initial vision of overcoming the traditional trade-off between performance and security. Because in today's world, security is very, very critical. And even more critical is the network that is delivering that security. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob. That was good to hear. We have a number of sponsors who help us put NANOG on. And the premium sponsors are sponsors who commit to a full year of funding. And they really underwrite the day-to-day operations of NANOG that keep us going in between the meetings. We very much appreciate them, Aaron, LaRousse, and Meta for this year. We also have Platinum and Gold, AWS and VeriSign. These are very significant sponsors. They have meeting rooms. They're happy to meet with you and talk with you about their companies and what they would like to do, how they can help you out. Meeting connectivity, HPE and SF Mix. Now, some of you maybe don't understand just how detailed, I'm going to leave this slide up because I know you're all going to try and dissect it there. It's a non-trivial part of NANOG to get the internet in here, to make it stable enough for all of you and give you the kind of access you need. But it's a very significant undertaking. And we bring our own team of people in. They've already been dealing with things this morning, and it's great to have them here. They've been working with us for a number of years. But thank you for that. We have many other sponsors. I want to encourage you to go and meet with them, find out about the products and services they offer, tell them what you think. Tell them whether you like their product, what you don't like. That's a very unique part of NANOG, is you're the people who are using these products. You have the most experience with them. The beer and gear tonight, we have a special process, a special game to play during that. Thanks to the Community Engagement Committee for that. Check your daily email for information on how that's going to work, but we hope you'll enjoy that. Peering sponsors as well. Again, number of sponsors that will be out in the showcase area just outside the doors here. Go meet them, find out about their products, find out what they can do for you, and I know they really appreciate your input as well. When we flipped through Women in Tech Mixer last night, it was a great event. I heard I was not invited or allowed in, but I heard it was great. So thank you to those sponsors as well. Last night, we had a couple of companies sponsor an event for us, so thank you for feeding us. And service sponsors that keep our website and environments up and going. So we also have Packet Pushers. They're a media sponsor with us. Ethan and Somerset are here. They'll have, I believe, a table at Beer and Gear, and they're here to cover and meet you as well, find out about the various properties in their portfolio. We do have a code of conduct. As you registered, each of you agreed to the code of conduct. Alex, I heard you say, be nice to people, they'll be nice to you. If there was a headline, that would be it. There is a more detailed code of conduct. If you have any concerns or issues, if anything comes up, we have a couple of ombuds people. Future Kane and Terry Dyson, I assume you're in the room somewhere. They are fantastic. Okay, maybe they are just grabbing some coffee. They're fantastic people. They've been with us for a number of meetings. If you're near Future, you will know it. She's got an awesome laugh and is a vivacious person. If you have any issues, you can reach out to them at ombuds@nanog.org, or you could talk to any staff person or a NANOG ambassador, and they can get you in touch with them as well. So over to Adair. Adair, you and your team have done a fantastic job putting the program together. Bob, you and I will let Adair have the stage.
Perfect.
Good morning. All right. Y'all know, as always, we are right on time for me to stop. I've got negative 34 seconds at this point. So, Adair's requisite joke. A programmer was arrested for writing unreadable code. They refused to comment. I'd like to thank our program committee members. We have had a couple of new additions as temporary additions to us, helping out to get this NANOG off the road, get it onto the stage, and they've done a fantastic job. We have 35 talks on topics, including these that are on the stage. We've got 1 tutorial, 1 workshop, and 1 panel this time. We have keynotes from the team at AHEAD, the unprecedented infrastructure demands of AI and HPC. And we have 1 keynote from Omar Baldonado with Meta, AI data center networking, lessons from Meta's evolution. We have virtual chat available on the webcast link from the NANOG website. You can use the chat tab to talk with other attendees, but if you need to ask a question for the presenters, we do have the capability to read out questions from the Q&A tab. We have someone monitoring that chat during the sessions, and they will get your question read out to the presenter. You can use the Help tab to receive technical support if you need to. We also have the agenda with presentation materials available on the website. Just like to note, lightning talks are a big thing, of course, as always. We do about 6 lightning talks, 3 on Tuesday, 3 on Wednesday. We have had a little bit of an issue with the lightning talk submission process this time. If you are having trouble submitting a lightning talk, please email them to speaker-support@nanog.org. Submit abstracts by 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, the day before you wish to speak, at nanog.org/submit. Our surveys are online, surveys. You'll hear us say surveys 100,000 times, and I know that because I was doing the mod script late last night. Please apply for the program committee. It is time to stand for committees. We have a number of committees that make NANOG what it is. We have a lot of wonderful volunteers who we could not put this program on without. So I do have one more joke for you if you all promise to apply for committees. Can I get a show of hands on how many people are absolutely going to stand for committees if I tell you a joke? Yes! What sits on a pirate's shoulder and calls, "Pieces of 7, pieces of 7"? A parity error. Thank you. Enjoy the program.